I don't wanna wait for our lives to be. It's always something. What are you doing now? AJ, the front room doesn't even look like this, and how are you in black and white right now? That doesn't make any sense. What did you do? You know, you don't have to make, like, a clever, funny intro skit that's related to the subject matter of the video, right? Like you could just film the video. I know that people love the intros, but, like, at this point, they're so meta that they're kind of not cool anymore, right? You know what? I don't care. I give up. Do your thing. Have fun. I don't care. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And in today's unboxing, we're going to take a look at something a little different. Now, the item that we are going to be unboxing in today's video is that of a cult classic. The piece that we are going to be looking at today comes from a little film called Begotten. Now, Begotten is kind of a big deal. This thing really is like a myth or a legend. It's something that a lot of people have seen but probably don't remember, and it's something that a lot of people have seen and definitely remember. This is the type of video that definitely sticks with people. Not everybody, but I guarantee that if you bring up Begotten to a friend or family, there's a good chance that they remember it, and there's a good chance that they're scared of it. This video was viral before viral was even a thing, and that's because this film was actually created in 1989. Now, the style of horror, or type of horror, or genre of horror, or genre, as Alex Trebek would say,
a genre category. This genre of art, this genre of novel, this genre of game, this alliterative genre.
The type of horror that Begotten fits mostly is body horror, which I really seem to find myself enjoying, or atmospheric horror, or even psychological horror, and all of these things are very similar to a lot of other things in horror that I love. Things like Silent Hill, or Siren, or Fatal Frame. All of these feature very human-like creatures that are just distorted enough to be terrifying. All of these rely a lot more on a sense of terrifying atmosphere rather than jump scares or your cliche horror movie tropes. And lastly, these are all very psychological. They are all very story-driven. These aren't just some pointless a scary nun for the sake of being a scary nun, and now this person's possessed or whatever. There's just a lot that goes into these things, into these stories, and I think that shows. I think that there is a massive difference between Silent Hill 2 and just about anything from the Resident Evil series. So, basically what I'm getting at is Begotten is not a Blumhouse film. And if you've never seen it and you've never heard of it, I would highly suggest going and looking it up after this video, of course, but be warned, because it's not a Blumhouse film and because I'm sure that a lot of people watching this are that of the TikTok age, there's probably going to be some people out there that just don't understand the subtlety of the film and think that it's clown shoes. For real, on God. The film is a weird one, and it's definitely not for everybody. It consists of full, heavily edited and filtered shots, all black and gray, all very grainy, absolutely zero dialogue, and no music, just awful, awful noises. But you can tell that this is someone's passion project, and I think that it works wonders. I think it's magnificent, I think it's terrifying, and I can still remember my first time watching it. There are just some scenes that will absolutely never ever leave my brain. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into today's package. Now, I would love to tell you guys all about the artist that made this mask, but after getting the package and doing some research so I knew exactly where to direct you guys in case you wanted to buy one, I found out that the artist that created it actually has me blocked on all social media for some reason, which is really, really weird because I don't remember ever hearing this guy's name or the name of his company or having any sort of interactions with them ever. So with that being said, I just won't be promoting that company. I'm not going to say the name at all because that's some real weirdo energy. Just imagine being so weird that you lose the chance to have your mask promoted to the biggest possible audience of mask collectors and buyers out there on the biggest mask YouTube channel ever. I mean, oh well. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull it out of here. I will do my best to give you guys the first look. I just kind of got to get my bearings on exactly where everything is. There we go. Okay, so there you go. What we have is God from Begotten. I'm not going to get into explaining the entire plot or all of the characters from the film, but this is the first character that we see, and this character is God. Now, in like the first scene, we see God doing some sort of ritualistic act of suicide, some sort of sacrifice. It is gory, it is strange, it is disturbing, and God looks terrifying. And when I saw this mask come up for sale secondhand in my group over on Facebook, I knew that I had to have it, even if it wasn't related to Begotten, because this is just such a frightening looking image. It reminds me of Silent Hill, it reminds me of Siren, it reminds me of Fatal Frames, it reminds me of a lot of Japanese horror, but it also reminds me a lot of some American things that are near and dear to my heart, like Tourist Trap in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It just reminds me a lot of that look, of that style, of that sort of character design, and I guess it makes sense to have Tourist Trap and Texas Chainsaw Massacre on that list so closely related because the same art director did the masks for both of those movies. And I don't know if it's just like the top half thing or maybe this down here that reminds me of Leatherface or whatever, but I think that there are some definite resemblances there. And I don't know, man, this thing's just fucking scary. Begotten's scary. I absolutely love this. I got this for a steal of a deal, and it's just scary, dude. It's just frightening. Like if I put this on and wear this for Halloween, even out of context, not a Begotten piece, I just wear this, it's gonna scare some kids, and they're probably gonna remember it forever. So, let me go ahead and throw this on real quick, something that we don't do very often on our mask unboxings and drives people absolutely nuts. Give me just a second. I mean, come on, dude. That thing is fucking frightening. This is scary as shit. What are we talking about right now, dude? So yeah, guys, God from Begotten. Not too much more to say. I will say that it does feel really good to be doing something like this opposed to a lot of like the music related content that we normally do, and even some of the slasher stuff. It always feels nice to step away from the Slipknot or the Gwar or whatever and do something in the horror world, and a lot of times that ends up being like a Michael Myers or a Leatherface mask. But this is on a completely different level. This is like the building next door to that. So it feels really, really good to do something so foreign and unfamiliar. And I'm stoked with this edition. So yeah, I think that all we have left to do is go ahead and close this video out the same way that we close all the rest of the unboxings and reviews on this channel. And that is with some nice up-close shots of this piece so that you guys can see all of the beautiful, beautiful detail on this thing. It is a really, really nice mask, very high quality. Even if the owner is a weirdo and blocked me for no reason, I still am so confused by that. I really don't think that I've ever interacted with the person that I heard made this piece or the company that he owns or whatever. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and close this one down. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed this content, and just know that I appreciate you guys being here, showing all of the love lately. We are just having an absolute blast on YouTube right now, and I'm so thankful. So thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate it. With all that being said, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol and yes to God, and we will see you guys in the next one.